Hello, I'm Aubrey Shepherd, and this is John Rule with us today, and we're looking at some pictures from Fayetteville. And if you saw my shirt, you might have seen that it's about SWEPCO's power line they're putting through northwest Arkansas.
Oh, yes.
A lot of people are mad about it. That's a ashy sunflower, I believe, and you see the foliage to the right of it, John, is the white wild indigo foliage, but I didn't get a picture of the thing.
Yeah.
This shows you Pinnacle Prairie Trail just toward the center, halfway down the page there, and that's where a lot of these pictures were made, on Pinnacle Prairie. And that green, and that Pinnacle Prairie is a zigzag red thing or purple thing on there. And then World Peace Wetland Prairie is the green area to the right, and my house is a little rectangle that is white on there. This is the basket flower, and something I learned this week about the basket flowers is that they actually close up in the evening.
Wow.
And so I've got some pictures of that later on, showing the two of them together. That gentleman was wearing a Buffalo River shirt, standing with Mayor Jordan. Did you recognize that flower?
No, is this related to sundew?
Well, it might be, but it's a St. John's wort.
Oh, well.
And it's the non-native version.
Then.
Yeah, they use it for medication.
There was quite a burst of economic enthusiasm about it, from they discredited it somewhat later.
Yeah, that's Illinois bundle flower, and that picture, it's fuzzy because I'm trying to show the foliage. It's very much looks like sensitive briar, but it doesn't have briars.
It does. No problem.
But I'm sure they're related in that family. This is the tall green milkweed, Asclepias hurtella, and those flowers are a little different, and those aren't fully open yet out on Pinnacle Prairie. You can see they're close, but they look a little more like the rest of the milkweed plants when they're fully open. But
I mashed two Japanese beetles mating on a milkweed, a straight tall milkweed, out here at Baldwin the other day, yesterday. Put out a beetle trap.
Put out a beetle trap. Well, anyway, this is not rare in northwest Arkansas, but it's certainly like the rest of the milkweed plants. Is
I recognize that one.
out on the prairie. It's hard to find so many of them mowed or paved over. And of course, passion vine. Last year we had lots of Gulf fritillaries laying eggs on them. This year, haven't seen a Gulf fritillary. So I actually managed to save more on World Peace Wetland Prairie this year. That's the swamp verbena or swamp vervain. Hurtella is the category. Verbena hostata, that's what I meant to say. And that you recognize as what? Mountain mint?
That's very pungent stuff, if that's mountain mint.
You recognize this?
I had one bunch up above me. No.
That's rose, whatchamacallit, and okay, right there's a little legume that looks like a pencil flower, but it's so tall I wasn't sure that's what it was. It's a little larger than normal, maybe from the rain. There's the white version of the rose, what do I call it? Anyway.
Did that have mint in the?
No, the mint, right there, that mountain mint is in my hand at the bottom, and then it's showing there, but the other things were the rose gentians. Gentians, yes. And that's the flower, little past full flower, I guess, of one of the sedges that grows in wetlands, such as World Peace Wetland Prairie. And this, of course, is a liatris. And then we'll see another liatris that's almost full bloom. And in the next segment, we'll talk about some different liatris plants. Till next time, it's Aubrey Shepherd asking you to do your part to help keep the water clean, the air pure, and save the woods from the power company. Hello, it's Aubrey Shepherd again with John Rule. And let's see, this is the 29th of July, 2013. More basket flowers, John. This is the time of year they bloom for a few weeks and go away.
Beautiful. They sure look like thistles, don't they?
And, well, the flower design, but when you look at that basket, you know it's not a thistle. And you look at the stem, and you don't see all those sharp things that thistles have. But at a glance out in the field, you might, or along the roadside, you might say, oh, there's some thistles. But when you get lucky, you can find these annual plants, these beautiful basket flowers. Okay, this, you recognize that one?
I've seen it before. It's not Joe Pye weed, is
No, it's a little bit similar. It's ironweed.
Ironweed. That's really what I should have said.
Yeah, I had Joe Pye on last week, I think.
Yeah,
but I didn't have it this week.
Yeah, I used to have a lot of ironweed out in my little front field.
Okay, we jumped over World of Milkweed. Now we're on a different Liatris from the one we saw in another segment.
Beautiful.
And this one is the one that's called Blazing Star. And got a couple of more pictures because of that bumblebee. If something's got a bumblebee on it, I just have to photograph it some more. We might even get closer to that bumblebee in this next shot. And that's, okay, see how big he's getting bigger and bigger. And the flowers of the Liatris are showing up in a little more detail.
Is that a golden northern bumblebee? There is one.
I don't know. You got me on that.
It's got enough gold.
You can see some insects there. They're mating. And usually the female, and maybe in both cases here, and there's the rose pink gentian again, a little better shot than I had in the other segment.
Beautiful.
And there's another pair of insects mating, and they're on. They're on the rattlesnake master, and so these little tiny
skipper butterflies.
Yes, sir. And the skipper's going to get bigger here as we get a little closer up on one, and these guys were really.
Good shot. That's a good shot.
I was proud of that one. It's almost in focus.
You should be.
And that thing, you might know the name of it. It's really big. You see how big it is?
A cicada killer? Or?
It might kill almost anything it wants to. And I don't know what it was eating, but I got a lot of shots of it. And of course, that's Baptisia alba, the white wild indigo, gone to seed.
You gave me some seed, I thought.
Yeah, that's last year's seed. You wait till they're black. This is an instance of people driving on Pinnacle Prairie, even though to get out there on the trail, they have to violate city rules about driving vehicles on them. There's Roos, or what do we call it?
It's Staghorn sumac, I think.
Sumac, yes, sir.
Sumac.
And now this was what happens with basket flower in the evening when it goes back into this brush shape, and instead of staying open at night, it doesn't stay open so much. Now this is a trail that the city's building through the woods. Of course, that'll be built up high for the trail. It'll be 12 feet wide, and it'll go to a bridge across the Spout Spring Branch into Walker Park. And the big thing it'll do that the officials won't acknowledge is it's going to flood houses upstream, because that road being built up, as it stands now, flood water goes just in the yard.
Oh, just in the yard.
But I'd say now it's going to get in the houses. This is the another ridiculous thing. It's a trail being built through a tunnel. And bicyclists, some of them think they should not follow traffic rules and stop at a street and cross on a light. And they just go flying across. So the tunnel's supposed to keep them safe, because they don't all pay attention, and they don't want to be stopped at all. And there's one of the basket flowers at Pinnacle Prairie and up along the railroad. And, well, that's all of them. Until next time, this is Aubrey Shepherd asking you to do your part to help keep the water clean, the air pure. Thanks, John, for being here.
Amen to all that.